Hello and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I'm Dr. Sarah Lobigeiger de Rodriguez, an international executive speaking consultant, opera singer and the founder of Cadenza.
Enchanté.
And if you're already a subscriber, thank you for tuning in again. Is your goal to become a better public speaker? This episode will give you some powerful tips and inspiration to boost your speaking style. Speaking skills are a force to be reckoned with, provided you invest in them. Moreover, they can be a catalyst for increased opportunity and career success. And if you're a CEO, founder, or entrepreneur refining your public speaking skills to serve to establish your presence as an industry leader, they may also drastically increase your business visibility exponentially. Today, I'm going to share 10 favourite public speakers, ranked as number 1 by over 250 of my public speaking clients. This is a unique list because the preferences were lodged by people just like you, looking to improve their speaking style. Now, you can also find an expert article with more ideas over on the Cadenza website that accompanies this episode, so be sure to have a read of that as well. There, you'll find some memorable moments for each speaker that you can watch, your chance to reflect on their speaking style and consider key elements you'd like to incorporate in your own delivery approach. Let's begin. It probably comes as no surprise that Barack Obama raked in at number 1. Barack's public speaking magnetism outshone everyone on the list by a considerable margin. Here are the qualities that my clients most admired when it comes to Barack Obama's speaking style. His class and eloquence. Vocabulary, pause techniques that take the audience into a deep and engaging conversation. How he can sell himself and influence other people. A calm, deliberate speaking rate. And his relatability. Take action. Consider which aspects of Obama's delivery style you like the most. Then, if you could integrate one of his incredible speaking skills into your style, which would you choose? Number 2 was Oprah Winfrey. Oprah is not only a household name, but the queen of conversational ease. Here are the core skills that my clients admired the most that set Oprah at number 2. A confident but humble delivery, respectful and welcoming approaches, the techniques she uses to engage her audience and make them feel included, the kind of skills that keep a conversation going with a focus on the other person, accompanied by a rich voice tone coupled with engaging vocal expression and use of emphasis. My clients also noted her outstanding listening skills and the ability to speak about issues that are in the minds of people. We can call that tactical empathy. Here's where you can take action. Consider which aspects of Oprah's delivery style you like the most. If you could integrate one of her incredible speaking skills into your delivery approach, which would you choose? Notice that people enjoy the way she balances confidence with humility. This is a great way to stay relatable and make your audience feel empowered. You don't have to lose your humble origins. Be proud of who you are and the ideas that you have to share with the world. Michelle Obama followed very close to Oprah as favourite speaker number 3 from all my clients surveyed recently. Here are the core skills that made people rate her so. They outline that she speaks very confidently without any pause and hesitation. When I listen to her, I feel very motivated and positive. How about you? It was also noted that Michelle Obama integrates interesting topics and expresses her ideas in a way that any person can understand. She uses an articulate and calm speaking style and is known for her humour. Time to take action. Consider which aspects of Michelle Obama's speaking style you like the most and make sure you check a memorable moment of her speaking over on our website. Notice that people enjoy the calm and articulate speech pace that she uses. Can you try to practice making your words flow without hesitation and frequent pauses? Number 4 is Simon Sinek. Known for the speech that broke the internet, most of my public speaking consultation sessions over the years have involved sometimes sharing admiration for Simon Sinek's speaking style, if not for his ideas. My few years of data taking indicated that clients admired the following about his communication: his speaking rhythm, his vocal expression, his rarely monotone, topic selection skills, and a positive manner. Simon Simon Sinek is a master of topic selection. Not only does he choose topics he's passionate about, he also delivers them in a way that you can't help but feel passionate too. One of the keys to delivering an excellent presentation, keynote, or speech is obsessing over your topic. Don't just choose a good topic, choose an outstanding one, or better still, a timely one that follows industry trends and pain points. This is certainly a strength of Simon's. Next up in the line of preference is the public intellectual Jordan Peterson. His 3 core speaking traits most favoured by my clients were the brevity, how concisely he explains complex things in simple words, and his pace and flow. Let's now consider some actionables. The best approach to public speaking is to eliminate jargon and snobbery when talking about advanced or complex topics. Despite his extensive qualifications, Jordan Peterson is admired most for message clarity. Take a moment to consider, what elements of your message are dirtying the water? Can you refine your tone to increase clarity and make your ideas not only easier to digest, but more approachable? Next up is the hyper-charismatic Tony Robbins. Like a boxer in the ring, Tony Robbins is probably one of the most physically animated speakers to watch from this top list. Clients that admired Tony Robbins seem to be enamored with the emotional impact of his speaking style. And here are the top speaking tactics that they found most engaging. They outline that he can penetrate your mind with his words and persuasion. They noted his engaging conversational style, great choice of words, clear expression of ideas, and power as a talented storyteller. All of these traits making him engaging and inspiring such that his energy level pumps you up. Added to that is a strong voice, easy to listen to for hours. Let's consider Tony Robbins and take some actions. Positioning your message effectively relies on your social intelligence skills. Tony Robbins is a master of rapport and tactical empathy. When addressing his audience, his language tone focuses on empowering the audience. When preparing a presentation, take a moment to consider, how can you deliver in a way that serves your listener and makes them feel like the content has been crafted with their needs, not your needs, in mind. Next up is Brené Brown. Like her latest book, Atlas of the Heart, Brené lays bare her vulnerability with her audience in every keynote. I was interested in finding Brené ranked in the top 10 and put it down to her humanist approach. Here are the favourite qualities my clients listed in voting for Brené as an inspiring public speaker. Firstly, they identified her vulnerability, honesty, and warmth. They noticed her storytelling skills, her confident delivery, and overall an authentic approach. Consider this. Everyone has a story inside them, but not everyone learns to tell their stories in a way that commands attention. The ability to tell a captivating story is something you can learn, and one of the fastest ways to improve content, magnetism, and charisma while speaking. My advice is, don't tell a story without implementing proven storytelling techniques, because some approaches can fall flat and get the opposite effect of what you've desired. Over the years, I felt somewhat devastated and also nostalgic to see Steve Jobs sink lower down the top 10 list. Yes, I regularly check in with the data to see where everyone ranks. 9 years ago, when I was first consulting in this area, my clients constantly cited Steve Jobs as their favourite communicator. I'd get phone queries at least once a week where potential clients would drop Steve Jobs as the speaker they most emulated. It's still remarkable that, although he has passed away, his oratory skills remain in our memories. The data unanimously showed a love of Steve Jobs' speaking skills, in particular, how good he was at articulating his visionary ideas, his audience engagement skills, the straightforward delivery style, and how he made public speaking look easy. The next speaker identified may come as somewhat of a surprise. This was indeed a huge surprise for me, but pulling rank was the possibility that it could be your boss. Many of my clients rated their boss as one of their favourite communicators, which I find very encouraging. I wish I could have said the same, but honest truth, I've never been in that position. Here's a chance for you to take action if you notice that you admire and potentially emulate your boss's communication style. There's two kinds of bosses, those that communicate well and those that, well, fall short. We're all human, and it's hard to give credit where it's due when someone is your boss, but position yourself as these legendary clients of mine and take a moment to think, is there any speaking skill that your boss masters? You don't have to love everything about your boss, but take a little moment in humility to consider, if there was one trait you could incorporate into your speaking style that your boss does well, what would it be? I hope that you can find something positive about your current boss. If not, reach further back into the past and find at least one boss you can admire. Next up is Carl Sagan. Wowzers, here's where I'm utterly wrapped with my clients. The fact that Carl Sagan made the list makes me pinch myself. Carl Sagan is an excellent example of someone who could talk about the most academic and complex topics in an enthralling way. Here are the top traits he was admired for, aside from his physics prowess: voice tone, body language, and the way he structured the information to make you want to hear more of what he had to say. Now, today, I'm not going to give away who my favourite public speakers are, because that was not the point of this episode. Instead, I thought it much better to share a cross-sectional ranking from over 250 people looking for just what you might be looking for: elite speaking skills. Did you hear any names that you agree with? Is anyone missing from the list? Let me know in the comments below. Finally, here's your chance to take some final actions. Here are 3 activities, as well as some Cadenza tools you might like to consider if you're looking at refining your speaking skills in the immediate future. My first suggestion is to take some time now to list your top 10 communicators ranked. What skills do they bring to the stage that capture your attention? Secondly, consider signing up for my free masterclass. Take your insights further by registering for the free masterclass, How to Look and Feel Confident at Work without guessing what it takes. And lastly, be sure to pick up a copy of the Communication Growth Plan for Work and review areas that you can expand to extend your professional speaking and interaction style. You can find the necessary links for these 3 resources below. Did you find this episode helpful? I'd love to learn more about your challenges, so make sure you reach out via the comments below with any questions, and subscribe over on the main platform at cadenza.co to stay up to date with all the resources for elite leadership communication and CEO communication upcoming. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, could you do me a favor and click like? We'll have a new episode coming up soon covering upcoming global public speakers that are emerging and worth checking. So be sure to subscribe for this episode, where I'll share for you some new charismatic presenters and industry figures that are worthy of being familiar with. See you soon. Thanks so much for watching, and ciao for now.